It's Hughesy Plays. Today it's Iron Maiden time. Every single Iron Maiden album ranked. Without further ado, it's time to put them in the Iron Maiden. Let's go. At number 16, all 16 albums, I'm ready to do this. I'm just going to start off by saying the best Iron Maiden album is Live After Death. And that's that. It encapsulates all of the early 80s stuff. But it's not a studio album, so we're just going to keep it. Like a lot of 80s albums, this is a classic live album. It's my favourite Iron Maiden album. But as studio albums goes, it'd be cheating to just put it in there. But it is the best album. So now we'll get to the studio albums. All 16. Let's go. At 16, The Final Frontier. It's just ponderous and basically tries far too hard and doesn't really do it for me. Sort of like a Genesis album. I'll leave that there. Next, at number 15, Virtual X. I think this is actually good. Do you know what? By Maiden's standards, it's not. And Blaze Bayley, he's not really got much fruitiness to his voice. He's not got much colour. It's really bland. It's meat and veg. I'd like to say I'm a better singer and frontman than Blaze Bayley, and that's actually true. Check my videos. He doesn't have much colour to his voice. It's really bland. It's strong, but it's not creative whatsoever. I'm sorry. But the songs are good. Future Real, The Angel and the Gambler is really good. The Klansman, fantastic. Love it. But then you've got Como Estas Amigos. But yeah, again, it's a bit of a drag, but it's a decent album. It's not as bad as everyone says. At number 14, The X Factor. Yeah, it really didn't have it. It didn't have the X Factor, unfortunately. No, Simon Cowell would have just gone next straight away to old Blaze and the Boys. Not a really good album. Sign of the Cross is good. Slightly better than Virtual X, but that's not saying much. At number 14, The X Factor. At number 13, No Prayer for the Dying. Bring your daughter to the slaughter. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, that's a good song. Tail Gunner, Holy Smoke, No Prayer for the Dying, and Public Enemy #1 is a really good song. Apart from that, again, better than the last few albums, but again, that's not saying much in the list. But it is not bad as everyone makes out. This is a decent Maiden record, and Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter is a really good song. There you go. At number 12, this song is Fear of the Dark, by the way. This is a fantastic, has one fantastic song, which really works better on Rock in Rio. It really does, because of the choral, because of the vocals, because of the crowd. They make it Fear of the Dark. It works so much better when there's a crowd. There's a few good songs on this. It's a better album than No Prayer for the Dying. But again, it just lacks cohesiveness. It has some really good songs. I actually like Fear is the Key, Afraid to Shoot Strangers, Be Quick or Be Dead. But the best song by far is Fear of the Dark. And if you want to hear the best version, that is on Rock in Rio and the DVD, because you get more of the crowd atmosphere than on this. You hear the crowd, the balance with the crowd and the singing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It works with a crowd. Okay. And at number 11, we have Killers. Yeah. Wrathchild's a really good song. It has standout songs, but I am a Maiden fan. I'm trying to tell you, like, the albums that are good, but in the list, they're so good, Maiden, that the ones that suck really let it down. This is good. Has its proggy elements, good bass line, Steve Harris, Ideas of March, the Wrathchild, Murders in the Rue Morgue, which you also heard on Wasp, Chainsaw Charlie. Murders in the Rue Morgue. Innocent Exile, Killers, Prodigal Son. I like Purgatory. And it's a good album, but I think it fell short compared to the debut. But it's better than all the albums below it. At number 10, A Matter of Life and Death. And this is really ambitious, really colourful, really bold, really brave, and really creative. And for that, it gets above all the other albums. Brighter Than a Thousand Suns is fantastic. The Longest Day. For the Greater Good of God, Lord of the Light. I really like Out of the Shadows. This album is really creative production-wise, and it's really inventional, and it's just so visceral, really visceral album, very cinematic, and it absolutely kicks ass. It's brilliant. I love this album. At number 10. At number 9, with an absolute gem in Rainmaker. Through the spell of the let us say, will I say, till never do me free, you tell me we can't stop the rain. Brilliant. Love it. I know I suck, but Wildest Dreams, Rainmaker, No More Lies. Dance of Death is my favourite as well. I love it, and I love Gates of Tomorrow. Show me the gates of tomorrow. Electric. New Frontier. Facing the Sand is really good. Age of Innocence. What an album. At number 9. At number 8. Woo, The Book of Souls. Absolutely fantastic. I heard the reviews, and this is Maiden going back to the 80s Maiden and not trying to be modern. This is Maiden saying, listen, you may think we're antique. Well, we're going to be it, and we're going to roll with it, and we're going to go with the 80s sound. And it fucking works. This album from start to finish is absolutely sublime. Empire of the Clouds is one of the greatest songs they have ever written. Tears of a Clown, not Smokey Robinson. The Man of Sorrows, Shadows of the Valley, The Book of Souls, Death of Glory, When the River Runs Deep is class. The artwork makes you want to smell the album more. The artwork makes you like the album more. It's old to the old Powerslave stuff, and I love it. I love this album. It is sublime. The Red and the Black. This is a perfect body of work, I think. It might be too ambitious and too long for some, but man, any other time this would be top of the list, but we're talking about Maiden, so that's how good they are. What an album. Just check it out. It's fantastic. Book of Souls at 8. At number 7, Iron Maiden, the original. Iron Maiden. Prowler, Remember Tomorrow, Running Free, Phantom of the Opera, Transylvania. Wow. Like Strange World. Paul Di'Anno has such a raw and really good voice, and just because he wasn't gymnastic doesn't mean that the album's like he wasn't a great singer. Bruce Dickinson is a fantastic vocal singer, but Paul Di'Anno rocked. Like, he had a great soulful voice, and he could sing. It's not like he couldn't sing. He can really sing. He's got more of the raw stuff, and you hear it. And he's got heart, and you hear that. He's got heart and passion and soul, and the guy can sing, especially on Transylvania, Strange World, Running Free. And I love Prowler, obviously, and Phantom of the Opera. And the worst song on the album for me is Iron Maiden. Lazy, I think, compared to like Charlotte the Harlot, Strange World. I think that was just a slogan and a sort of hook line marketing ploy just to get you into them. Like Rammstein did it, just a, calling card sort of thing. Not like the ICF, but yeah, like their calling card song. And now we are down to the last 6. At number 6, Peace of Mind for me. What an album. Where Eagles Dare, Flight of Lazarus. Fly on a wing like an eagle. Fly as high as the sun. Run a wing. Love it. Trooper, Still Life, Die With Your Boots On. Sun and Steel, fucking fantastic. Peace of Mind, Great album. That's at 6. At number 5, Powerslave. Powerslave, again, this is just my opinion, so don't all you like, no way, it's at number 2. No, it isn't, not in my opinion. But Aces High, 2 Minutes to Midnight, Flash of the Blade Rules, Back in the Village, Powerslave, Rhyme and the Ancient Mariner. This is more of an ambient album. But as far as song for song, I don't think it's as good as like the albums in front. But 2 Minutes to Midnight is as good as anything they've ever written. And Powerslave, and it takes you to the deserts of Egypt, baby. It really does. It takes you there, only because of the album cover. But yeah, it's really, again, it's another one of those viscerals. Rhyme the Ancient Mariner. It's got a lot of bass in this. It fucking rocks. There you go. That's at 5. And at 4 to 1, you know where we're going here. It's all here. Brave New World, oh my days, my God. What can you say about this? My favourite song is Ghost of the Navigator. Nowhere left to run. No, absolutely brilliant. Brave New World, Blood Brothers, The Mercenary. Have you ever seen? That's Dream and Mirrors. And The Mercenary. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You've got to kill to stay alive. Hey, I'm available, baby. I know I suck, but I work for a small pub band. Whatever, who cares? You know I should be on that stage. You know it. Anyway, Mercenary, Dream of Mirrors, Fallen Angel, Blood Brothers. Sort me out, download. Anyway, The Wicker Man. From start to finish, this album is one of the best albums they've ever made of the new millennium. In fact, it is the best for me. It's absolutely sublime. At number 4. Brave New World. At number 3, The Number of the Beast. Again, 3, 2, 1. You know where we're going now. Number of the Beast is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Hallowed Be Thy Name. Number of the Beast, Run to the Hills, Children of the Damned, Invaders. This was the one that broke Maiden. And when you've got those 3 songs on the album, it just sets a precedent for how far they've reached. And like, so anything they do compared to this, people always measure it. Hallowed Be Thy Name has the greatest riff. Papa Roach, Last Resort. We hear it. Like hell you hadn't heard of Iron Maiden. Have you heard yourself? Anyway, great album. Number of the Beast. 22 Asir Avenue. Run to the Hills, obviously. Hallowed Be Thy Name. Remember 12 o'clock. They take me to the gallows, boy. Excellent. At 2, very surprising in the list, but it's there. Somewhere in Time. No, not Christopher Reeves. No. No, absolutely not. What an album. Alexander the Great, Caught Somewhere in Time, Sea of Madness, Heaven Can Wait, Stranger in a Strange Land, Deja Vu. Alexander the Great. What an album. Wasted Years, Caught Somewhere in Time. This is second in my list, guys. So you know what's number 1. I'm skipping it so I've got time to do the video. That's why I'm in a bit of a rush, you know, because of space and stuff. Number 1, Seventh Son of a Seventh fucking Son. Moonchild, Infinite Dreams, Can I Play with Madness, The Evil That Men Do. They took the best of Genesis and the best of Maiden. And Maiden, it worked. See what I did there? Yeah, peace. Infinite Dreams, Can I Play with Madness, The Evil That Men Do, Seventh Son of a Seventh, and Here I Stand, Will a Body This Way. Clairvoyant, My Days, I love that. Infinite Dreams. It's just got funk and it's got prog. Sublime album. Moonchild, Open It Up, sounds a bit like Wasp as well. Stuff off that album, it does. It's got that Wasp vibe. Lost Child, Heretic Anthem, but Moonchild rules. Infinite Dreams, The Evil That Men Do. Yeah, again, this is the most ambitious and yet good album that just stuck to its format, stuck to its vision, and went with it. It crafts the bass well with the guitar lifts, the synths, but it works. Number 2, again, Somewhere in Time. They go above the rest because of that reason, because they're just ambitious, but they work, and the songs don't suffer. The songs are epic because of it. And these are my top Iron Maiden albums in order. You may disagree, and if you do, tell me why, and put your list in. Remember, guys, there is no right or wrong. There is only human opinion. Yeah. Anyway. Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Oh my God. It's a class album. Moonchild. Do-do-do-do. When the seven seas. And not to mention the guitar work. We've not even got there. Like, I'm a guitarist, a budding, and a singer, a budding. Well, for years I was a pub one, so, you know, and a wedding. So where people say where you get your chops from, you're a good singer, that's where it comes from, basically. I'm an okay singer. I've had girls do it at festivals as well. You obviously sing a bit. You've got good control, and I'm like, cool. There's my number. Then it gets a bit creepy, you know what I mean? I'm showing you a few lessons, love. Anyway, doesn't. Anyway, we're done with this. I really love doing this, guys. Tell me what you think. Do you agree or disagree? Subscribe to Hughesy Plays. If you like this video and found it entertaining, you'll love my Quo one and my Saxon one. Iron Maiden are brilliant. They always give you a bang for the buck. They always try to invent themselves and write songs to the best of their ability. Sometimes they may try too hard, but Maiden are forever one of the greatest and most adventurous and most exciting rock bands ever to grace the planet Earth. Yeah, so get me on download next time they play and I will open up the show, baby. Are you ready? I said what? Are you ready for some Iron Maiden? Whoa, no, I don't think you're ready. Listen, I could G it up. It's time to get classical and go into the murky depths of real metal. Anyway, guys, I'm out. I'm glad you enjoyed my video. I couldn't fucking wait to do this. Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, number 1. 2, Somewhere in Time. 3, The Number of the Beast. 4, Brave New World.